Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is close this tab. And by the way, I'm recording this video. Um, we will also send over the agenda, or the key highlights of what we go over today,
Excellent.
to you guys after the meeting. I figure what we're gonna do today is, on the front end, we're gonna place in a couple order, because the site is in the test mode right now. We're gonna go ahead and place in a couple order, from the front end so you can kind of see, if you guys were the customer, how you would order, and after the order placing, what notification will be sent to you guys, and then how you guys gonna navigate from there. So I think that's the flow of the training today. And also, I think the first question is, have we set up the email orders at sterlingwireandcable.com? Because I know that's one of the to-do lists from last time, but I wasn't sure if you guys have a chance to set that up yet.
Bill?
Was this the website? Oh, geez, you know what? They did. They sent me something on Friday. I should have taken it before I called
Solution
today.
Builders.
Solution Builders. Here it is. Okay, your new ticket. Hang on. Solution Builders. Completed. I have created orders at sterlingwirecable.com. I'll call you with a temporary password. And then he left me a message. You know, this needs to be set up before we go any farther, doesn't it? I need to call Solution Builders. Let me do that. I'm going to put you guys on hold. You guys just maybe work around
I
this.
don't think you don't need to do it right now. I think it sounds like they're ready. I don't understand why there shouldn't be a password for it. It's just it's just like adding a new email address.
Yeah.
I think all they want from me is to verify that it's me or something. I don't know. Let's see. They sent me a text, wasn't it? It came on Saturday.
And that's okay. That's okay if we don't have it now.
Okay. All right.
Because I still have the sales at sterlingwireandcable.com as a
okay.
If that's active, yeah. That'll work fine for this demonstration. But after we hang up, Bill, after we cut off, go ahead and follow up with those guys and make sure that the orders at sterlingwireandcable.com is activated.
We will. Yep. That's all I got to do. I think I just got to give them the okay and it's done. So, yep. All right.
Yep. So I think that will be good to go. So the first thing I will do is actually open your site right now, the staging site, and I'm gonna place in a couple order from the front end. So just for quick, I'm just gonna order the first one right here, the 1015-10-105.0. So I'm gonna order that cable in a quantity of 500, and then I will add to cart. Continue shopping. I think I will order a couple products. Just you guys can see what happens if you guys have multiple products in one order. So we'll go ahead and order the second one, which is a CMP CAT 5E-4P-0. And this one, there's only one lane, which is 1,000 feet quantity. But what I'm gonna do is order 3 of them or 5 of them, so that will be 5,000 feet.
Okay.
For this order, so I will add it to cart. And then after I finish shopping, I will click on View Cart. And there's also the icon on the top. This cart icon right here with the 6 circle. That indicates how many products I have in my car. So I will review this. Remember, we put in the note here with a shipping carrier account number and the purchase order number. So I figure today we'll do both ways. One is they're gonna put in their own shipping carrier account and they're gonna put in their own purchase order number. And then they place the order in. So that will be someone that already have an existing account with you guys, that will be that person order that. Um, and then the second order, we will put in and just go through the public normal way, which is just placing with the Visa, and you guys will have to use Sterling wire and cable shipping carrier, which I believe we have it in the UPS. So I'm just gonna make up something. UPS number, PO number, Sterling wire, PO number, something like that. And also just another note on the right here. You'll be able to get shipping estimates right away without having to go proceed to checkout. So let's say someone.
Yeah, I tried that. Do you want to go ahead and do one here? Put in, you know, like your zip code, and let's see what it shows us for the shipping cost for this order.
Yep.
So here
So
we
where you
go.
can- So the first thing, if they use their own shipping account, you notice there's a handling fee at $10. I think that's a requirement.
Where does that come from? That $10?
Well, I had to put them in there because we're doing a $10 adder right now on top of all our freight going out of here.
Okay, Bill, is that what you want?
I don't know. I don't like that. I think that chases people away. It's not worth the $10 to. No,
I think it does
guess
too.
not.
Well, it just covers anything. If it's a residential, it's going to be more. And sometimes the UPS number won't know it's a residential. Or the FedEx
So that
number.
gets bounced back to us even if they're using their account number?
Well, not if they're using their account number, but if we're using ours, then it automatically comes into that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. This is one
Just for using their account number,
where
right?
we're thinking they're using their account number, and we're telling them. I just think we
Yeah,
need to
then-
discuss that. I think that is something. I mean, you know, I understand the $10 the adder because we get so many hits, but when you're putting it explicitly in somebody's face, I know if it were me placing this order, I would go, hey,
Well-
screw
Well,
that.
initially, I thought they could put it in the shipping cost to start with.
Okay, so
didn't know
you
they
didn't
were
know it
gonna
would
do it
show up
this
like this. Okay, so there's issue number one. We need to address that.
Right,
Yep,
just so we're on
and
the same
that's
page. If they
what
use their own account number, we have these residential issues. It's going to be billed to their account number. We wouldn't even be aware of it, right? So, yeah, I don't think that's necessary. And if we do our own shipping, then we can.
Yeah, and even if we do charge them for the shipping, we don't want a note saying there's a $10 handling fee. We want to just add it into the cost down below. You know, you see UPS ground, $181.
Right.
Holy Hannah, is this right, Jack? $181 to ship it to Minneapolis? This
And that's
seems
based
not right.
off- That's based off
Just
shipping weight.
just on the regular UPS, probably, without our discounts.
So for one spool of hookup wire and 5 boxes of category cable, $182.
Yeah, probably because you're looking at they're right around 35 pounds piece.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Is it? Hey guys,
Five.
deferring to you. Are other customers who are involved with the Shopify? Are they using their discount when they're rating their freight charges, or are they just charging the standard UPS rate? What's typical?
What they usually do is they just use their own UPS. So the rate on here is actually reflects the UPS that we sync with your UPS account. There's some company that also add in a markup for their shipping as well, so they can make money on top of everything else, like the product cost. I believe this shipping is actually reflecting because I think the product is actually a big, and so the shipping cost is based off the shipping weight as well as the dimensions of the shipping box. So I think if we would have go to UPS shipping calculations, calculator.
Hey, Jack, are we, so if I understand this correctly, what we're publishing on the website is standard UPS rates, but we get a discount under those rates. Is that correct, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're making money on it. I mean, I'm okay with the standard rates if that's what's standard. I don't want to scare people away with crazy shipping, but that's what everybody else is doing. Then maybe that's.
Yeah.
I guess that's something I never really factored in. That's going to be a buying decision. People looking at this, if our freight is 5 times what the next guy's is, we're probably not going to see a lot of activity. So.
Yep. And the other,
That's why they'll
data
probably end up
is-
putting their freight thing in there then.
Yep,
Right.
that's what I was gonna recommend is go ahead and give us the freight shipping, whichever company that you guys using, because what happened most of the time is, because with that, like, let's just say if it's only, with it just only, I think also the reason for this high shipping cost is because it's exceeding the shipping limit for free shipping, because I think the last time we thought it's 150 pounds. So if you guys only have one product of CMP CAT5E and then one product of the 1015-10 that 105, I believe the shipping cost will go down. So right now it's 24.74, 79.17 for second day, and then 11.
So we hit some kind of a over the limit charge there where that number was so high. Is that what we've seen there with the
Right. When you get up to over the 200 pounds, 100 pounds and stuff, well, then it gets into that 100 weight thing, and then it gets really expensive real quick.
Yeah, 24 sounds more reasonable. So I think so I understand correctly. We'll use this published UPS shipping rates. We can make money in the freight through our discount, and we'll eliminate that $10 carrying fee. At least eliminate it from being displayed so prominently. If you want to slip it into the freight someplace, that's another deal.
Yep.
We're all on the same page there.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing we're gonna have problem. The big thing we're gonna have problems is if we down the road if we do spools. But that's gonna be a $24 adder.
And can that not be factored into our shipping calculator here?
Well, I don't know if they can or not. I don't know.
What are you talking about for if down the road for the spools?
Yep. That's a $24 adder through FedEx and UPS.
So
But at this point, we're going to put all the spools in boxes, right?
Right, but
at this point,
but
so
if we sell any, there's the Cat 6 shielded. That's
right,
all
that
in
comes with
spools.
real. Right. Maybe
That
we just
doesn't
put
come
instead of
in a
having the shipping or the carrying handling fee at $10, maybe you have please note $24 adder for spools. Can we put that in there, and would that add itself on there automatically?
We can select a group of products to have a $20 in. So let's go back to what the request. So if we're gonna take out the $10 with handling fee, and just hide it, we can hide that $10 of handling fee. The only place that it won't be applicable is when the customer provide their own UPS account, because we don't charge them on shipping at all. And because like the way that we can add it with so like right now, if you look at UPS route, UPS second day air, and UPS next day air, they all already added in a $10 handling fee. They're just hiding right now. So if we remove that, and most of the time we can add a pool cost into just a group of products for shipping. The second option you can go about that is check up the the product price on the website. So like, let's say this CMP CAT5E, $160, you would check it up to $170 for 1,000 feet, and that will be included in the cost of that as well.
Okay, that's good. I think we can move forward.
We're just gonna eliminate the $10 fee for being published there, correct?
Yep, we'll just
Yeah.
hide the $10 fee across the entire website so nobody sees anything about a $10 fee.
Perfect. All right. I think Phil, you understand the marketing aspects of this, right?
Yep.
So that's all right. Okay, cool. All right.
Yep.
Move on.
Yep, we'll get rid of that. We'll hide it. It'll just be added to the cost in the end.
Perfect. All right.
So I will just go ahead and proceed with checkout. I will just fill in my info. So the zip code is 55402. And I will hit continue to shipping. And this is where, and I just removed the $10 fee while we get into. So you can see that use your own shipping account is free. Like I said, there's no way we can add it in because they charge it, but the other option, UPS route, is already have $10 fee in there. So remember that this order, they use their own shipping and they already provided the UPS account and they already provided the PO number. So that's what I will select, is use your own shipping account, provide account in car, which is they can go back in car on the left right here. If they have not done that, if they have not put it in here, they can go back by clicking on the car navigation on top right here. So we will do continue to payment. And right here, you can put in your credit card, but the second option that we also have in there is send me invoice or provide purchase order in car again. And this is, I think, the text we read last time, but if you guys want to change it, send me the new verbiage, I think, but it will just say the invoice will be sent to the email you provided or you would like to provide the PO in car. So like when it's send me invoice, they would not provide their own PO number, and you guys will just send the invoice over with the email that provided in the information, which in this situation will be my email, tijuana@tribrid.com. If they already put in the PO number, then you guys don't have to send over the invoice. I think that's what I got last time.
Okay, I think we have an issue here. The only people who could send me an invoice would be somebody who already has credit and terms set up with Sterling.
Yep, and that's what this, in this situation, that will be that person. Because we're gonna do two order. One is someone already have everything set up with you guys, and they have their own UPS account. And the second order that we just gonna place is go through credit card.
Okay, but what if somebody here? I mean, I guess I'm a little confused looking at this. What if some new person off the internet comes to this screen here and just says, "Oh, I'll just have them bill me," and they click send me an invoice?
So do you just want to put in the notification here is that you have the requirement is you have to have an account with Sterling Wire Cable?
I think there's some verbiage needs to be added there. Say it's very, very clear here. I can really see people just going, "Hey, bill me later," do the invoice thing. Something stating that, for send me an invoice option, you must have terms set, set up with Sterling in advance. And I guess if somebody clicked it, it still didn't understand that, and it came to us, then I guess we could always contact them and say, hey, that's fine, but setting up net 30 terms takes 3 to 5 business days. Do you want to use a credit card this time? I don't know what Cy or Bill thinks about this.
Yeah, I wonder if it's, instead of invoice, could it just maybe be a paid, maybe receipt? I mean, I can see the guy uses his credit card. He wants us to invoice him a paid receipt using his credit card. But when you say invoice, it kind of leads to people thinking they're on a credit basis, a net basis payment, and we're not even really offering that through the website at this point. I guess the average bearer wouldn't probably be using this if that was the case. In fact, could an existing customer place an order using their open account? Is that even something you want to get involved with?
I think that if you do that, you would want to do like you would want to give them account numbers so they can actually put it in there, indicating that they're actually
right. Yep, that's the next step in this whole process. But Bill, we did talk to these guys about stating, hey, what if and I have a bunch of customers that have net 30 like MTS Systems, but they also have P cards, so I could see somebody going in here and saying, I want to place an order and use my net 30 terms and be invoiced. I mean, they're always going to get a statement through this thing, a receipt, regardless of whether they have net 30 or either using a credit card. They're always going to get some kind of a receipt. I guess we just have to think about, the send me an invoice option here. Will that confuse people? Will people be trying to use that who don't have terms? Tam, Phil, what's your experience on this?
One thing we could do is just put on here for current Sterling customers only.
Yep.
Something
Yep.
like that. And
That's
if you would like to set up an account, please call us.
Yep.
Right. Maybe this
That's what I was
isn't even
gonna
necessary.
say.
Does this even need to be put on there, at least at this point? Is this even necessary, this note? Send me an invoice?
Well, if you guys,
I mean, I
if
can
you
see as
guys
we get down
don't
the road,
have-
we're doing these portals and stuff, but
if you guys want to have the existing customer can place the order and then you guys just bill them, then like Phil say, I think after or even before, I would just open the parenthesis and just say only for existing customer. So it will read, send me an invoice / provide purchase order number in car parenthesis only for existing customer. That will be the way to indicate that this is only applicable for existing customer. But that will have to be the decision what you guys want. You guys just want to take credit card, which is Visa, Master, American Express, and Discover at this point, or do you guys still want to have that option for existing customer?
I don't know what you guys think. I just don't know how much the existing customers would, at least at this point, until we give them specific account numbers, as I had mentioned, or specific entry points into this thing. I don't. Dave says if they're in a pinch, they would use their P card. A lot of buyers have those now, where they have the ability to order from Amazon online using the company credit card. I just wonder if this is necessary at this point. But maybe the option doesn't hurt, but I do think it would be confusing.
So should we just take off the entire invoice thing? Is that what you guys are looking to do?
I think for now we should, just to make it a little cleaner.
Yeah, and when we do start to get more customers, I think the next goal down the road will be these online portals for specific customers. Most of our customers are buying these, existing customers anywhere, but we're buying these products considerably less than we have on the website. So I don't know why a lot of them would be buying through this to start with, unless they had their own specific entry point with their own pricing structures and their own account number and their payment terms would all be set up through the portal individually per customer. If that makes sense. So I don't know. Do you think what's the consensus, Jack, Dave, Cy? Do you think we need to have the invoice thing, or just leave it off for now?
I think leave it out there now, because you can be able to, if you know it's a regular customer, you're going to know that maybe through the PO and the company name.
Right.
So if we need to kind of go from there, if they want an invoice, then we can always contact the customer.
Right. We'd probably give them a call.
you know, if they want to do it that way. But I mean, it's just, I would say make sure they have a credit card on there.
Yeah, Dave, do you see any value in the in having the ability to send an invoice at this point?
Yeah, I think I think we should just eliminate it. You're right. Most of our people who they're not going to pay these prices. It would be a new, when we have the customer portals, a special pricing. So I think we should just eliminate the invoice.
Yep, I agree. So are you good?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's eliminate that.
Okay.
For now, we will revisit this in the future as we get more. We expand the capabilities.
No worries.
Okay.
So we eliminated that.
Yep.
So with this order, just have a credit card only. And I will just go ahead and use a test credit card. That will work with Shopify.
We get an order here, Tam? Going to sell you some wire?
Yeah. No, this
We'll
is
get that shipped out right away for you.
good.
$184 freight bill.
Without any paying for anything. No.
See.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and place an order here. Just want to make sure I have everything. All right. Pay now. All right. So this is a confirmation page after they place an order. And just in a couple minutes, we're all gonna get the email notification from Shopify. Let's hold on.
That'll come through right now. This one will come through to sales@sterlingwireandcable.com.
Yep. At this moment, it will go through the sales at I actually put in both the sales at sterlingwireandcable.com and the orders at sterlingwireandcable.com as well. So when you have the order set it up, and then you want to check out the sales at sterlingwireandcable.com, then let me know.
It came through into my junk folder. I'm going to mark it not junk. Get it out of there. Should I, Sterling folks, should I send you guys this email, all of you, so you can see it?
Yeah, we can't see it at this point. Yep.
Okay. I'm sending it. Here's one to Cy, Bill, and Jack.
No, we'll be getting the
Okay,
orders.
just
We have to decide that. Okay.
So this is what it looks like. The email.
Yep. And I can show you guys. This is what. So this will be the email that's sent to the customer. So the first one email that I opening right now is what the customer will receive. It will say there's an order, Sterling Wire and Cable. Thanks for your purchase. Notice right now it saved my email. So after the training today, I will switch it to, so that's for the account that can edit in Shopify. Are you guys okay with having sales as Sterling Wire and Cable as the account, not getting the notification, but the account for the main admin of the website? Is that the email you guys want to have?
No, I think we want to use the orders at Sterling Wire and Cable.
As a website admin account as well?
I think so. I guess at this point I'm.
So Okay, and it's fine. It's just whichever you guys want. And that will be the email when the customer receives their order that will show up right here, next to the name Sterling Wire and Cable. So I will go ahead and change that.
Oh, Sai's asking, is that really how it shows? Tam, when you go scroll to the top, this says Sterling Wire Cable. Shouldn't it be Sterling? I mean, I know this is real nitpicky, but Sterling Wire and Cable.
Yep.
Goes back to that receptacles we had back in the day. Well, that was
I will
Cable
change
Sterling
that.
Wire, but
I also noticed, like, too, they said since you had your PO and shipping info, it didn't appear on this email either.
Yep, and this is what the customer getting. Let me look at.
On the email that went to Dave.
Yep.
Yeah, when
Yep,
I clicked on it.
This is the email that you guys are getting for the sales notification, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that one, he's right. It has, you know, your address, delivery method. Well, it says use your own shipping, you know, your own account, but it doesn't have the number, the PO number. Now there's there's a link here. It says view order number 1005, and when I click on that, it opens up a web portal for Shopify to log into. I suppose that's not set up yet. I can't log into that thing to see the order.
Yep. So that's what I asked is we want to use the orders at Sterling
Yep.
Wire and Cable as the website admin email. So then when we set it up, the reason why it's showing up on my end right now because I am logging in with my email as an admin for the website. So this,
Okay.
when you click on that view order, only admin can see it. But this will be what it looks like when you go in here. And they will have the note on the right here, with the UPS number and the PO number. But I know we're not doing PO number right now, so it's just gonna show the UPS number right now.
You know, and having a customer reference a PO number, some people like that strictly for tracking. You know, I think here they'll understand that they're still going to be billed on their credit card. So it's still okay if a customer wants to reference a purchase order number. Some companies, some people do that. You know, it'll even be maybe not even a purchase order, or like our contractors, they call it a job number. And a job number could be, you know, Target Minneapolis. It just helps them understand what the material, or remember what the material is for. So I still think we want to leave that option for them to, you know, enter a purchase order or job number.
I agree. Yeah, that should be there.
Well, so there's
Because
two
we use
spots.
it ourselves that
Right.
way.
Yeah, we have to have it here. We order things. Yep.
There are two spots for it. So there's one on the note at the car, and there's one in payment options. So here, let me try this. So the first spot that they can put in the purchase number or purchase order number is on the note right here. And they still be able to put in their own PO number. If they want. And then they can proceed to check out. But the second spot will be under payment, which is where right now there's only credit card right now. So So do you guys want to keep in both places the note on the car and the payment, or do you guys only want to put it in note? So if they want to refer the PO number for their own company, they still have it in there, but with the payment, they still have to pay by credit card only. Do you guys want in both places? Do you guys just want in one?
I think you could have it in. I think you could have it in both.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all we're thinking.
Yep.
Okay. And so like with the payment, do you want to make a note that the semi-invoice RPO number only for existing customer only?
No, where I think people are going to understand if they're adding the credit card that they're going to be billed that way. The PO number is strictly just for their own tracking to keep things straight. We all place a lot of orders on the internet here with, credit cards and stuff, and there's still a spot for purchase order, in the checkout like this. It once again, when the material arrives at Sterling that we bought on the internet, it helps our people in receiving understand where it goes. So I don't think you have to get into the verbiage about, existing customers and invoicing and all that stuff. We're just going to eliminate the invoice term verbiage but I still think that having the two spots for a purchase order is a good idea.
Okay. So do you want? So we will. So what is the verbiage that we want to put here on the payment? Is that just just put in their own PO number?
Yeah, you could say something like, if you would like to reference a purchase order number or job order number or job order, however it's your contractors say that, bill job.
Yeah,
job
PO,
number,
PO number or job number. You put either or.
Job number, enter here, something like that.
Yep.
Okay. Let me write it down.
Purchase order number or job number.
But this is under payment though, right? So there's just gonna be a
Yep, that's
checkbox. They won't be able to put in like if you would like to reference a purchase order, a job number, that will be under note.
Okay,
And
so under the credit card, it's just a checkbox. So then if that's the case, then you don't need to even put it in there under payments. If it's just a checkbox, that doesn't, it's not needed then.
Yeah, because if it's a checkbox, if they check it, they won't have to pay it with their credit card.
Oh, no. Okay, forget that. Just in the one spot then under notes, that's fine.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we'll have the order here. And from here, you guys can just grab. So if you go in here and if you, basically you can just see what the status of the order, what products they order, if they already paid, and then you guys can see the product cost, the shipping cost, which in this case we use the own shipping account that they provided, the tax. This is a breakdown of all the taxes that they're paying, and the total that they pay. And below here, just a little bit more the timeline. So Shopify will even map out anything that in here that you can see, like when I placed the order on the online store, when I created a note, when I had to pay and whatnot. It's all in here. the fraud analysis on the right here. Last time we went over, this is where they identify how legitimate the credit card will be. Like if someone used a fake credit card, or they stole the credit card from someone else, Shopify will use all this metrics to kind of flag a method if it's too suspicious, and then if it's a high risk, the order won't go through. So this is where the fraud analysis will be. Conversion summary is basically it's more to do with marketing. Why? So in terms of marketing, if you guys ever run in the future, if you guys ever run the digital ad, with us, this will be where say like this person go from a banner ad, or this person go from a Facebook ad, or this person go from a Google ad. So it will all stay right here, and how many times they on your website before they decided to actually place an order. So this right here saying I'm only on your website one time, and I go ahead and place an order in there. So that's what that means. From here, the two most important things that in terms of fulfillment is this two buttons right here, which is create shipping label and mark as fulfilled. You guys can order the shipping label from Shopify as well, but they might charge you more than what you guys would do it on yourself. That you can see right here, under here, this is what you guys will get charged if you guys create a shipping label right through Shopify. So I don't know what you guys have been doing, but usually I would not advise to go with create a shipping label from Shopify, because like I say, they make money on top of that. So I will go back to the order. So in this situation, Jack will just go ahead and box and put everything in and create a shipping label using your own UPS, and go on UPS site and do it. So after you have everything done with the tracking number for this order, all you have to do is click in on mark as fulfilled. And then here is where you can enter the shipping label that you guys have after creating the shipping with UPS store. So yeah, I think this is just a quick, so that's why I couldn't recognize. But we auto detect what carrier I'm using based on the tracking number that you guys put in. And here
Okay, I think I mean we'll talk about this maybe offline when the webinar's over with. But Asai, I think this is gonna boy, you're on a roll here today. This is going to be another accounting invoicing thing. You know, maybe the salespeople will get the order, enter it in to QuickBooks, and then after the guys in the warehouse ship it, and it comes back up to you, you know, our internal sales order with the invoice number. I think this is where you will be going in, entering the tracking number and fulfilling the order, so that through Shopify the customer gets their confirmation.
At the time we do invoicing, I suppose, right? These ought to be flagged and then
Yeah, they would
just
have
manually
to.
entered. Right. Okay. I guess that shouldn't be too tough. You mentioned they can create your own shipping labels. Is there any advantage of that for us, Jack, where they just print the labels, we slap it on a spool? I suspect not, but would that make things more seamless? And so maybe we'd get involved with QuickBooks, then we'd have issues. Forget it. No.
Well, no, it's not involved in QuickBooks, so it's just you print it there, and you print it here, and then it's got to be attached to the order. Then you have to tape it on the package. I guess it won't be under.
But it uses, as Tam was saying, it uses their freight account number and their freights, right? He was saying that the freights calculations are different, more expensive. It's when you use their label, I believe it's their freight also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, so it's gonna be more expensive.
all right.
I don't know what you guys like if
We
they're
don't
gonna
get a
use
breakout.
their own UPS. I don't know how you guys would usually fulfill it. But this
Yeah, I like
oh, go ahead.
I like the fulfillment part because that way you can put the tracker in there and account number, and you can just click on the send shipment data to the customer,
Yep.
and then you
Yep. So right after you guys, because I think if it's the existing customer or whatnot, or do you guys still have questions on this? I would say go ahead and use the phone number or the email that they provided to contact with the customer, just so you guys can straighten it out. And whenever you have everything figured out and you guys are at the very last step of already have a shipping label created and then boxing everything and have that all in here, then I just go in again and mark as fulfilled and enter the shipping label here. And then from here, that's pretty much the end of what you guys need to do. Unless if they didn't receive the order, then they can call back and in contact with customer service. But from here, you guys can click fulfill items. And after you do that, that will be this order will consider be done. And the customer will receive a email notification saying that so this is what the email after you hit fulfillment, this is what they will get. If they get your order is on the way, this is the tracking number, and then this is the items that were in the shipment. And if they click on the tracking number, because I think it's a fake one, it won't find it. But yeah, it just say this is not an accurate one. But they will lead the customer directly onto UPS tracking shipment tracking landing page, and then they can just look up the tracking the shipment from there. But that's pretty much it. What we'll go over. I think the last thing is on the if you go on the settings, and then billing, will be payment. On the payment, so go back settings, payment, and then you can see view payout, view transaction. So that was the test order. It doesn't show anything on here, but eventually payout is where you can actually see the status of the payment gonna be going into your bank account, which is the one ending in 20. Let's say like if you have multiple order at one day, and you wanna know with that when is the money gonna be going into your account, this will be where it's showing you like you got 5 orders today. This is how much they paid. This is how much will go to your bank account after Shopify transaction fee or credit card rate fee, which is 2.9 plus 30 cents. That's what Shopify charging you on top of the order that the customer is getting. And so the leftover after that credit card fee will be your payout. And in here will show you when that money going into your bank account.
Do you know how long it typically takes for it to go through?
I believe it's right now it's 1 to 3 business days, but it depends on I think it's what bank, but I can verify on that, and then I can get back to you with that question. Yeah, so I think that's all I have, and then I will get back to you on how long that would take for that for the payout to go into your account. Because it's all I will actually send you like a link to it because it's all different payment provider and depends on what the payment provider type is, then that would take Shopify different time to kind of transfer that money into your bank account.
So if the card is
Um,
declined, it's going to notify the customer, correct?
Yep. Yep. So if the car is somehow that
Is
will
that
be
going to
already
notify us as well?
that will so when that happens, I believe you guys won't even get an order in.
Okay.
Like if the
You
car
believe or you
declines,
know?
I will have to double check, but I think that I will have to double check on that. But I think that the order won't even go in if the car got declined. Because that will be right when the customer place an order. On here, they will not get to the confirmation page at all if the car get declined right away.
Okay.
Yep, but I can get back to you. Because what I will do is after the call today is to actually having all of your questions and then contact the Shopify customer representative right away because I wanna every answer that we get in terms of banking and everything will be coming from Shopify. So if anything that's different, then we have the receipt of the conversation so we can show it to them and say this is what your representative told us to.
Okay.
All right.
So that's all I have for order training today. And I think we have 4 minutes left. Do you guys have any additional questions or feedback or anything on that? There's some couple notes of changes on my end that I will go in and change it as well.
Can you review the changes that you have in your notes just so we're all on the same page?
Yep. So the handle and C is already taken out. And it will not taken out, but it's hiding on the UPS right now, the UPS shipping cost right now. So that's number one. Number two is I'm still waiting for the orders at sterlingwireandcable.com email to be all set up. And when you guys have a chance to actually go in there, let me know because I did send that email to two notifications. The first one is for the website admin, which what you guys will use to log into Shopify to view the orders and making all the changes. And the second notification is for the order confirmation notifications, like after the customer place an order, orders at sterlingwireandcable.com will get that as well. So that's the second change I have. The third one I have is changing on the note. So we'll take out, put in purchase order number. We take it out from the payment method so they can only pay by credit card right now. But on the note right here, where it say add a note to your order, we put in like provide shipping carrier account number. We also put in if you would like to reference a purchase order or job number, please enter below. So that's the third changes I have. And the two questions that Cynthia asked is that I will ask Shopify how long the payouts will go to the bank based on different providers, and I will ask Shopify that what happens if the customer car decline, will the order won't go through or the order still go through, but when it get declined, then you guys will also get that notification as well. So that's everything that I have on my end. Unless you guys have other changes or notes from there.
There's just the one thing that Cy pointed out, like on the confirmation when it went to the customer. Can you pull up like a confirmation that went to the customer?
Yep.
And I know this is mine. No, not that one.
Right there. You can see it right there. It says Sterling Wire Cable.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, just at the top.
Yeah, Sterling Wire, yeah.
Yep, and that's
It says
what,
Sterling Wire.
when I set up for orders at Sterling Wire and Cable, I will change that name as well.
It's just an epithet in there. That's it's like the letterhead. So
Yep.
Otherwise, I think you got them all. I think that's good.
yep, I would agree. And I did get a voicemail from Solution Builders. I do have the temporary password, Jack. We can work on that. We'll have that orders at Sterling Wire Cable set up here in about 10 minutes.
Perfect. All right, is there anything else?
Nope, I think we're pretty good.
Nope, I don't have anything.
All right, sounds
Sai, you good?
guys.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jack?
When
Yep.
do you guys feel like you guys want to launch? Or should we just keep following up after the call today to kind of go over a couple of changes and like on your end and on my end, and whenever we feel good?
Yeah, we're ready to go. Yep.
I think we are. I think if you guys make those changes, we get the new orders at Sterling Wire and Cable activated and good. I think you guys can launch it.
I would agree. Except for, hey, Phil, still there? Phil?
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. I just want to double check. I did get an email this morning from that guy at 3M Corporate Security, and they are going to make that adjustment to their publication. Luckily, that didn't go out, so we can the www.stringwirecable/3M, just the way you'd had it, will be changed in their literature. So that, from on our end, or at least on your end, we don't have anything to change. That's cool. It'll work.
Okay,
Eventually.
that sounds good. Do you know
Yeah,
when
it
that
made me a
is
little nervous. They
going
publish these things and send them all over the world. It would, man, bummer. But should have picked up on these dashes. But we're okay. He's going to be able to make a change before it's published. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Do you know when that's going
also
out?
good to ask them. It's good to ask them to review the final draft of the publication as well.
Yes, and when I get that, which he's supposed to send me, I will forward on to you guys just so we're all on the same page. Yes, you got it. I will do that. But yeah, he's supposed to have it done today. So if just to completely confirm it, then I will. When I get that copy, I'll send it over to you, Phil, and then we'll make sure just double check that it matches the web. And I guess it's not scheduled to go out until the first part of next month, so we got a little bit of time. But the change will be made.
Okay.
So we're good there.
Sure.
So I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, I think so. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I will make changes and get back to you guys with all the answer, and whatnot. And we can go from there. But we'll notify our tech team, to look into launching the site.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, sounds good, guys. Appreciate the help. We'll talk
Okay.
soon.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Yep.
Bye.